Hey, you lukewarm egoists. Subscribe to Suki. Or don't. Be a joke of a striker all your life if you want. Or be a strong egoist by subscribing right now. Your choice.
So I haven't made a U-20 World Cup video yet, but after seeing how well Kaneshiro did my West African people, and I was just too busy to make a bingo card, but I had to. After seeing how well Nigeria looks, I have to make this video. I'm recording this as of Tuesday, so I just saw the official translations. His name is ONAZI, not ONAGI. And lastly, this should be uploaded by Thursday because I do want to get this out before Chapter 313 releases. But yeah, today we will be discussing my scoreline predictions for the group stage of the FIFA U-20 World Cup. Before we get into this, I want to say I got a Discord server if you guys would like to join that to keep in touch more with me, because I haven't really been in touch with you guys recently and I feel like I just want to do that with you guys. I did commission the thumbnail for the itoshi video, which will be releasing on July the 29th, a very special day for me. And if you want more commissioned thumbnails, which would support the channel quality, I suggest you help out with the YouTube memberships, as that will increase the funding I have for these videos. If you're broke, that's fine. Subscribing will give me enough motivation anyways to just work hard anyways. One last thing, we will not be using Sai here, as I doubt he plays against France in this stage. I think he will only play against Spain, but might maybe play a later. I do believe Sai will just stay with them after beating Spain. But for now, it's only confirmed he will play against Spain, but I do believe he might be motivated to play more games. For Nagi, we will get into his status later because I do think he will play in the group stage. So for the match against Nigeria, I believe because thanks to Isagi for the first time in the BlueLock story, not starting with the ball for the first time in the BlueLock story, I believe the next chapter, being about warriors, will be the Nigeria Glaze chapter, where we won't see a goal just yet, but we will just see like how the Blue Lockers were doing in chapter 113 and 114 of the game, where they were just showcasing their skills. I feel like they'll just conjoin that all in just one chapter, maybe two at best, but I do see them scoring as of chapter 314 in the 5th minute, because I feel like they will score a goal that's faster than Itoshi's goal that he scored in the 7th minute against the Blue Lockers in chapter 115. So yeah, I can see ONAZI scoring a goal here to make the score line 1-0. The beast Itoshi Rin will be the one to score the equalizer, as I do believe he is the ace of Blue Lock, and I believe they stated he's the strongest striker, and I believe he will prove his worth and Blue Lock's ideology through his goal to score and show what Japan is all about. And following his lead will be the double ace Yoriichi Isagi, Blue Lock's hero, scoring a goal to make the lead 2-1 just before halftime, showing that Rin is not the only ace in Japan and Isagi should just be as feared just as much. In the second half, I could see a turnaround in the 60th minute as Nigeria gets their second goal in the tournament from the super tall guy. I do believe he is going to be just like the Barcelona guy, Edgar Davids, as he's going to be like a defensive midfielder problem for the Blue Lockers to handle, but will also be an attacking role too. I do believe we will either get an ONAZI second goal or him scoring this goal to make the score line 2-2. So yeah. And really quickly after that, I could see Japan slipping up, and then Nigeria takes the lead 3-2 with ONAZI scoring that goal. However, I see this game ending as a draw because ONAZI's name means same or equal in English, which means I do believe this game is just going to show how Nigeria is just on the same level as Japan, and this will lead to them drawing. And hear me out, this will all make sense later. But I do believe the person who will equalize this game for Japan to save them a point will be Ryusei Shido. I just feel like the wildness of the Safari vibes just feels like a place where Shido would be able to conquer and score a goal. I just feel like Shido would be free because Africa represents freedom to me, and I feel like Shido would be the freest character to score a goal here. So I feel like Shido will be the one to score an equalizing goal. Now after that match finishes, in classic Kaneshiro fashion, we will not see the other match at all except for the finishing goal line, like how Kaneshiro likes to cook us with. So we will see the ending score of the other match being 2-0 for France against England, making France seem untouchable as they just destroyed England. This would put France first, Japan second, Nigeria third, and England in last on match day 1. Now for this game against France, I could see France getting 2 early goals from Loki. Then Win would fire one back for Japan, and then I could see Chigri equalizing the game to make it 2-2. And then France would score 1 goal and the second half to make it 3-2. I could see Shido scoring another goal to make it 3-3, and Win gets a red card in this game. I do believe Win will get a red card in this game. And then because of that, France will take advantage to score 2 more goals to make that win 5-3. On the other hand, we will see England taking a 3-1 win over Nigeria to make the aggregate look like first place France, who have already qualified for the knockout stage, second place England, who just need a point against Japan to qualify, with Nigeria and Japan both needing wins against France or England to qualify. This would be really cool to see, as now it would force Japan to have to get a good game out of England. It will be a close and tough, gritty game against England just for them to qualify. I believe if they do beat Nigeria and then they lose to France, that wouldn't be as big of an emotional impact, as Japan really wouldn't need to beat England in order for them to qualify. So that final game wouldn't really be as emotional as it would have been if they drew to Nigeria. So I'm having them draw to Nigeria just for their emotional value, and because ONAZI's name literally means equal or the same. Before we get into the final game, I really want to talk about who will be the key players in the group stages. For the first game, I think it will be the top 3 of Isagi, Win, and Shido, as they are the billboards of BlueLock right now. In the second game against France, it will be the speedsters of Chigri, Zantetsu, and also PXG players like Ryusei, Shido, and Win itoshi. And in that final game against England, I do believe this will be the game where Chigiri, Rail, and lastly the returning Seishiro Nagi will all get their get back on Agi. Not Chigiri, but at least Rail and Nagi. They will all destroy them. This will also be a physical game, so I do believe Barou, IQ, Kunigami will also get some screen time as well on this one. Speaking of Barou, I have him scoring the first goal of the final group stage game against England, which England would then equalize, and then Agi would get them the lead before Rail would equalize the game before halftime. It would be in the second half where Nagi subs in, the Blue Lockers would get to work, and I could see Chigri getting a goal here to get them the lead. And then England would get 2 back, since Kaneshiro likes his emotional final games. With Kunigami watching Chigiri giving it his all, he would get a goal to show he is not the one who will be doing the watching, making the score 4-4. And to score the game winner will be the man who came to destroy BlueLock but for now is saving it, a member of the Bratsuda 3, Seishiro Nagi. So yeah, I have Japan beating England 5-4, with France afterwards destroying Nigeria 5-0. So France would top the group, dropping no points. Japan would qualify with just 4 points. England would barely not make it with 3, and Nigeria would be at the bottom with 1 point. I will make a knockout stage prediction video in the future, but until the next video, stay blessed, Yuki out.